Sego, the St. Regis Mohawk Tribal Council Chiefs wanted to take this time to briefly update you on the tribal land claim case and settlement. As you may know, we have been pursuing our land claims for many years, 41 years to be exact. When the land claim case was initiated in federal court, our leadership at the time responded to the people's desire for unity. We were recovering from an internal conflict with the realization that we were much stronger united. We were very close to a final settlement in 2005. However, the settlement that was negotiated at that time fell through because of a negative Supreme Court case.
That was 18 years ago, and the tribe has managed to resurrect the settlement much on the same terms as the 2005 settlement. In fact, some ways it's better than the previous settlement, and now we are very close to the final agreement. Over the past several years, as we have been in negotiations, we have provided many updates and held many community meetings with tribal members, tribal businesses, and tribal landowners.
We recognize that not everyone has been able to attend those meetings. We also recognize that some of you may not be completely familiar with the land claims case or the history of the settlement negotiations. We also understand that there may be misleading information about the tribe's settlement being circulated, that the tribe is giving away community lands or selling out its sovereignty. We may not be able to answer all of these questions or convince some, but we can do our best to tell you exactly what this current settlement consists of and explain why we support it and how and why it greatly benefits tribal members.
The land claim settlement means more land for our people and our future generations. It means the potential return of thousands of acres of land that were sold and purchased illegally hundreds of years ago. This map shows you these benefits. Under the settlement, land owned by the tribe will automatically become Indian country. This includes land owned by tribal members who deed the land to the tribe and receive a tribal use and occupancy deed. Same process that we use today. Area A is the Hogansburg Triangle that is about 2,020 acres of land. All of those parcels titled to the tribe today or in the future will be Indian country under tribal jurisdiction. All illegal county taxes will be eliminated. Area B is this larger area of about 7,500 acres. It has two zones. All the lands in Zone 1, 3,800 acres, will be treated like the triangle. All of those parcels owned by the tribe or deeded to its members today or in the future will be Indian country under tribal jurisdiction. In Zone 2, 3,700 acres, about 28 parcels will also be Indian country under tribal jurisdiction. For the rest of Zone 2, lands may be added on a case-by-case basis. Areas C and D are in St. Lawrence County. These lands are actually outside the current reservation boundary, totaling 4,800 acres. All of these parcels of land owned by the tribe or deeded to its members today or in the future will be Indian country under tribal jurisdiction. Basically, this part of the settlement creates an area of 10,600 acres for future generations to purchase and develop.
Land is not the only benefit in this settlement. Many of you might remember that in the 2005 settlement, there was money included from the New York Power Authority, free tuition, and access to the St. Lawrence River Islands. The current settlement also includes these benefits. NYPA will provide funds of $2 million a year for 35 years. Under an internal agreement, these funds will be shared with the Mohawk Council of Akwesasne and the Mohawk Nation Council of Chiefs, and the tribe will receive 60%. NYPA will also provide 9 megawatts of power at preferential rates. Under the settlement, New York State will also grant free tuition to all Mohawk students with no strings attached. Also, the settlement provides a right of first refusal if the islands are sold and also includes access to the islands by tribal members. So as you can see, there are many benefits from this settlement. That seems obvious to us, but we also understand that some of you may wonder why we are settling. Can't we get more out of going into court? The answer to that question is no. We can't get more in court. As it stands, the court has dismissed all of our claims to the lands except for the Hogansburg Triangle. And even if we go ahead and litigate that claim, it is uncertain what the court would award us. Money damages, property tax relief. We would want these lands returned to tribal jurisdiction, but that is questionable. The only way we get to restore or add more land is through this settlement.
One more thing to address is the question of a referendum. Why aren't we putting the settlement to a vote? On this question, the Tribal Council has been very clear and consistent. If the terms of the settlement do not deviate from the 2005 settlement that was approved by referendum, there will not be a referendum. Although the 2005 settlement is reasonably consistent with the current one, as it does contain the same land acquisition areas and the same non-land benefits, this settlement does contain more land. In conclusion, I'm hopeful that the settlement is finalized, that the other Mohawk parties will support it, because this agreement, while not perfect, is our last best hope to get much needed land for our future generations.